Hey everybody, welcome to Tigner Adventures. We're at one of our favorite places, made possible by our sponsors. So those of you that buy us a cup of coffee, we do appreciate it because we go to McDonald's almost every day to get an iced coffee.
Every day,
It seems like
we're
it.
not around one every day.
Well, okay, we're not around
when
it
we
all the
come
time,
into a
but
town.
look at this one. This is in Leavenworth, Washington. We are here checking out 1,000 trails, and we are going to stay here for the next week. This town is kind of interesting. It is a, what'd they say? Bavarian style town. So I think that's German, isn't it?
Yeah.
So
German,
anyway, look at this McDonald's here. Just the sign
cute.
alone. It's not the traditional. This is way different than what you would normally see. The whole town is laid out this way. It is pretty cute. We're going to look around different areas of the town, kind of get an idea what's here. We got to buy some more parts for the motorhome, so we'll go to the hardware store, get some more electrical things. We're doing some changes and things, so that'll be fun. And we're just going to kind of look around. And then when we're done with that, then we're going to go back to the resort, and we're going to show you around the resort, so you can kind of get an idea what the 1,000 Trails here is all about. One thing that's very interesting is the parking here is very limited. So all of it, even on the street, is paid parking. So you pretty much can't go anywhere unless you pay for parking. And they have this little section that's 1 block over from the main street. It's all blocked off, so no cars. So we'll get a little bit of a glimpse of it. We're not going to walk around and go through each individual store, but you can see there's quite a bit to this little town.
A lot of German influenced food.
Yeah.
On a Mongolian grill, maybe not.
How about the Der Ritterhof? Look at that big knight. That's pretty cool. A lot of food places. It's amazing how many people are going to McDonald's, though.
Isn't potatoes from Germany? I don't know.
Looks like a really cool little slide over here on the left.
Little?
It's pretty big.
It's the Alps.
Some nice murals on the walls.
Is that a scarecrow that's being hung? I guess he's climbing up a mountain with a rope. I don't know.
Interesting little town. Lots of little shops. Lots of people. And this is the weekday. We haven't even got to the weekend yet. Gotta love this totem pole on the left here, though. That is pretty cool looking. So it looks like you could just park on the side of the street here, but you gotta pay to park. Let's see, what is it? It doesn't say. But it does have a 3-hour max, which is interesting. Then you gotta move, so pretty nice. You probably want to get here early in the morning. The earlier the better, so you can avoid the crowds. Leavenworth was a pretty cool little town, and this particular campground we're staying in is 1,000 Trails, and it's called Leavenworth. And we are about 18 miles from Leavenworth, the town. And the closest town to this campground is about 3 miles away, called Plain. That's what it was. Plain is the name of the town. They've got a hardware store and grocery store. But you can see behind me, we've got a pretty nice little camp here. We're in the trees. We have everything all set up now. We've been pulling stuff out. We've got our bikes out. We got our cooker out. And I found a cool little app for tracking our food. So I've pulled our cooler out. I'm going to pull all the stuff out of the ice chest to document it and document all the food that we have in our food bay, so that we can keep track of things when we're out shopping. We can look on there to see what we physically have back at the camp. So we have a lot of food in this rig, and we need to keep track tabs on it because we seem to keep buying the same things multiple times. But anyway, we're going to show you around the campground and just kind of give you a little layout of this Thousand Trails camp. It's pretty nice, like I said, you know, lots of trees, and it's pretty busy too. We got a lot of different neighbors here that are pulled in here, but there's quite a bit of space between, you know, each person, so it's not like you're right on top of each other. So it's working out pretty nice. I like how we have this extra little pull-in spot to get, you know, to park our car, and the rig just sits over here by itself. We got a little bit of a opening in the sky up there for our STARLINK, so we're getting a little bit of a STARLINK signal. It's actually kind of coming off this side over here, so we do have quite a bit of, you know, interference, but it's still working, so I'm pretty happy with that. And our neighbor over here, he has a STARLINK sitting on his roof. He's got one that you can move around, so that might be the better option, but then you can't use it while you're driving. But he's pointing up and he's got a good view of the sky, and he's getting a good signal. Because we have no cell service here. I mean, it kind of comes and goes, but our cell phones keep going into SOS mode. Our Apple phones, they go into SOS mode and in and out. So very limited service. So I'm pretty sure we'd have no data service here at all. So anyway, but you know, that's a good purchase. I'm glad we did that. So it's working out good. Now there's two ways to get to Thousand Trails from Leavenworth. And this is the method that I have highlighted through here that you want to go. So basically you're following Highway 2 all the way down to this cutoff here and then going. It's pretty much, it has hardly any hills to it at all and any turns. But if you go through Chumstick, so if I take this and put it over here, oh, let's see, we got to turn that on. If I move this over to here, you can see that this particular route right here that I'm zooming into just before playing gets pretty wild going down the hills, and it's a little bit more difficult of a direction to go. This is the video we took when we drove our car down this way, just going down the hill. This one main hairpin turn is the one that's really kind of rough, very scenic, but very difficult. So usually Denise gives each person that's coming into the Thousand Trails a call the day before to tell them not to go through Chumstick. We're about 2,000 feet above sea level up here in the forest above Leavenworth, Washington. So pretty nice area up here in the Cascades. Kind of love it, and it's kind of cooler up here because we're a little higher and all the tree cover, and there's water all around. So we're going to show you some of that water. So they've got trails everywhere too. So we're going to check out the trails and kind of see what they're like. Our rep, Denise, that you know, we got our Thousand Trails from, is here at this resort. She also works in Tucson, so that's where we worked with her before. But she's at this resort, so we met up with her and visited for a while, so catch up, and she kind of gave us the layout of all the different trails around here. So they have trails all over in the mountains here. 300 acres of fun. And this particular one to the left, this trail is used for snowmobiling, cross-country skiing, snowshoeing. So it goes all the way back to town, which is 3 miles, to that little town. Plain is the name of it. But we're going to follow around this other direction back to the resort. It's the ridge of the mountain, so we're looking for the overlook. Whew. Well, the bike is supposed to assist us going up the hills, but this hill was a mighty hill and our batteries are almost wore out, so probably should have charged them. But anyway, we are at the top of this hill, and whoops, uh-oh. I guess I got to go help Ninette here.
Watch me.
That was a big hill. Look at that.
didn't make
You
it.
can see down the hill. Look at that. It is straight down. Oh, and my exercise ring was closed. Hey, cool. So the lookout is supposed to be up here somewhere. We talked to those guys.
If I'm okay. Jeez.
Oh, are you okay, dear? You look like you were okay. That was a workout.
Throttle to pull themselves up.
Yeah. It's nice to have a 750 watt motor on these. They really work good. So
Yeah,
I had it full throttle, and I had it in gear 1, pedaling
I
like
was
crazy
in
all the
gear
way. Yeah, you got to be in gear 1 when you see those hills. Yeah, before you start the hill, get in gear 1.
We made it.
Yes. We just made it. Here is the summit rock, elevation 2270. So that was Saddle Ridge right there, that little piece. So, whew, and then we're gonna swing around here. Look, here is our overlook. So we're gonna walk out on this and check it out. Look at this, woo. Wind is blowing like crazy. Look at that view, wow. I bet you when it's not all cloudy and stuff and really sunny, I'll bet you can see way over there. That's way into the Cascades. Probably can see Canada. That's how close we are to Canada. I'm sure Canada is right over that way. We'll have to check on that. But yep, that looks pretty cool. So that's one thing that this resort is really good. 300 acres of all kinds of trails. We just ran into another guy on a bike, and he says he's been all
tiny
over.
Motorcycles. Man.
Yeah, they definitely need a better map, though. Everyone's lost. They don't know where they're at. They just wander around until they get back to camp. So we have a pretty good idea where we're going. We're following the camp park detailed map. No. But it doesn't show. It just shows dotted lines here and there. So we have a general idea. Yeah.
The little stops, but on the map it doesn't have any of those. So.
Yeah, it doesn't have any stops or anything. It kind of just shows the trail.
Up,
so
you see this, you go up, you see this, and you go up and you see this.
And I think we've seen all of those now.
And we went out.
Now we got to work our way down to apparently to the river.
Can
so
you check my brakes?
Yeah. So we got this big mountain in front of us. We got to go back down. So you know the saying, what goes up has to go down. Or usually when we're hiking, we always say, what goes down has to go back up. But we're not hiking. We're not hiking today. We're just riding our bikes.
Yeah, people hike this all the time.
Yeah. Nice canal going down through here. I don't know if you can float this or not. And then they got our big river down here. No, can't really see the river too good. But it's a pretty wild river.
This is what we do on the first day of summer. Ride bikes in the high mountains.
Yeah, we're kind of high up in the mountains. But hey, it's really pretty. It's a threat of rain today. The low is 45 and the high is supposed to be 54. You have different types of cabins. Have nice restrooms and showers. This is the exit and entrance area right over there. So this part of the park is called the Meadow Run. So it's another area for camping on this 300 acres. This is the pool area, really big pool. No hot tub. The pool is kept at about 70 to 80 degrees, so it's nice even though it's cold out here. The adults have coats on and the kids are in the pool swimming. So, kind of a fun fact here. Right next to the pool, to the side of the clubhouse, is a nice miniature golf course. A little bit of a playroom downstairs of the clubhouse. Nice lounge area. It's the top of the clubhouse with the bathrooms. Nice place to sit around the fire in the wintertime. And the game area with all the fun things is downstairs here at the bottom underneath the main lounge of the clubhouse. And here's our friend, our membership specialist, Denise.
Hi, Dan.
This is the tennis court. They started tearing this one out because it kind of broke all up and everything. This side over here looks really nice. And they're going to remodel this and make it a tennis / pickleball court. And then right next to the tennis pickleball court is a big softball field. And over there is the volleyball net and a place to have a nice little fire when it's not a fire ban, which it is right now. And back there in the distance is all their ponds and another pickleball court. So we'll check those out next. More camping spots over there. This is the fishing pond, although there's no fishing here. But there are little fish jumping here all the time. And the back way into the pickleball court is right there. So if we go across this nice little bridge, the first thing we have right here is the dog run. So, good place for the dogs to play. Basketball court, and then the pickleball court. This is the pickleball / tennis court here, and this one's in pretty good shape. And right next to the pickleball court is what they call the otter pond. Haven't seen any otters here. There are some ducks back over there swimming around in those reeds. It's another view of the otter pond. Flows out through this stream right here. So we're going to cross this bridge, and that flows into Fish Lake. Across the bridge here is all the little cabins that you can rent and more places to camp, along with bathrooms and showers over here. All right, that finishes the tour of the 1,000 Trails and our little trip here to Leavenworth. 1,000 Trails, I guess it is.
Yes.
So that was the town. You got to see the 1,000 Trails campground. And
the little town of Plain.
Oh.
Plain.
Yeah, the little town
That
of
has,
Plain.
Grocery store, hardware store, and a cafe.
And the Statue of Liberty.
Yeah.
And
the Eiffel Tower.
Eiffel Tower.
That's pretty cool.
Some interesting little things for that little
yeah.
drive-through area. So anyway, we're going to be taking off from here and heading out in the morning. So we figured that we'll just go ahead and close this video out. So thanks for coming along. And this is a pretty cool campground. I think, I don't know if I know, I think this is the biggest 1,000 Trails that I know of. I mean, 300 acres. It's a pretty
they have a
pretty
beautiful
big
mountain that
Yeah.
and has millions of trails and nice river that we
It's
went
just,
along today.
yeah, we don't
and
normally
it
see
was
this.
Really nice.
Yeah, we don't normally see this at 1,000 Trails. And so,
summer and
anyway.
winter stuff. So
Yep. Yeah,
Yeah.
we were having a lot of fun here. So
Yeah.
anyway, so
We're
thanks for
gonna
coming
go
along.
and see 2 more.
Thousand Trails.
We're going to some other ones tomorrow. So anyway, on our way. So thanks for coming along. We'll see you guys down the road or on our next video.
Bye.